Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 with the Rude Man. I think I'm on. I'm not sure. I kind of was hanging out there for a minute, not knowing. Anyway, we're here. We can do some farming. Hey, Scorp. AVC all good? Cool beans. It's nighttime here. I need to go sleep. But I got a couple of things going on here. Let's strange. I don't know what's going on. Alrighty. Bonjour. Arctic Lynn is in the house. Bonjour. She's calling from France. You on vacation? For some reason, my Discord just came on. Let me get rid of that. I don't need that nonsense. Okay, I gotta make it daylight. It's darker than hell in here. Well, the house is lit up. It's dark outside. All right, let's go to maybe 6 o'clock. Andy's in the house. Hey, Andy. Let's see if Scorpion remembers what color Lynn's truck was back in the day. Because it's probably rusty now.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Scorp. It's probably rusty now. It is waterlogged, I'm sure. All righty. Let's get with this. I did a little bit of work after the live stream ended so I could kind of get ahead a little bit. I finished the liming of this field, and I got barley on it. I got the limer down here ready to take on these fields here. And I put soybeans on one of these fields. Where am I? This is not my field. These are not. What? Wait a minute. Maybe that is my field. Soybeans. Lucier. Lucier's following. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It looked like Lucia with an A on the end, so Lucier. I don't know if that's correct or not, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So I got soybeans on this field, and I got soybeans on this field here. Although it says Richard Miller. What? Where's my field? This is my field. This is me. And this is me. Okay, yeah, I got soybeans here. On the other production farm over here, I put some corn on both of these little fields just to get something on them. And I think I'm going to put... let's see, I got barley on this one. Did I put wheat? Let me get into flight mode here. Did I put wheat on this field? Because I did this one before the last of the Tuesday's live stream. Yeah, wheat's on this one. But I don't think I put anything on this one. So I'll have to work on it. And then I got this one over here. But I think what I'm going to do is I need to put stuff on this one. I do have oats on this one, and I want to do some rye. So I think I'll do, well, I don't know for sure. We can do canola on these three little fields here, just for something different. So I need to get my limer going here. Where he at? There he is. All right, let's jump in the old limerator. It's already hot and running here, but it's empty. And I fill it up. So let's do that. Get some lime in it. Start working. Bet it won't start anymore. You talking about Lynn's truck? The engine's flooded. Three fields totaled. You only need one. You only need one field on that. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is put a little edge on this one. I'm gonna do all these fields at once. That's probably the quickest way to do it, because otherwise I'm gonna get lost on what's limed and what's not limed. So, that being said, let's go with some GPS. Turn the GPS on. Setup. Lime. Does that look about right? I don't think that's right. I can't see the blue line. That's way off. That's way off for this. Okay, let's look at something else here. Let's do John Deere Furt. See if that is closer. Is that about right? Is that reaching all the way to that line? I think it is. I can't see the line because of the green or the yellow glasses. Huh. Well, I don't know. I think it is reaching that line over there. You leased a sorghum field? What are you doing with the sorghum? There's a dairy farm that I watch that they harvest sorghum every once in a while, and they chop it like you would corn if you're chopping corn and not growing corn as a corn crop. You know, you just got, what do they call that when they've got a forager harvester and they chop it up and it blows like a snow blower in the back of your truck. That's what they do, and then they put it in a clamp like they would silage, and they call it earlage instead of silage because it's oh what the heck. Well, that's not fun. Let's see if we can flip that thing over. Well, that was rude. And he's in the house. Craig's in the house. Lions and tigers and Andy, oh my. Snakes and spiders and Craig, oh my. Cheers, Andy. Andy's doing it the Root Man way. Man, this thing, the brakes don't work. Look at that. Jeez, I can't stop the damn thing. Line must be heavy. Suppose it is, eh? All right, here we go, loop-de-loo. Oh, I'm going back to... Oh. He's got a mind of his own. Picked up the wrong line. You gotta pick up this line right here. There we go. All righty. So be it. Now I gotta go find my plow. Jeremy's in the house. Jeremy, close the window, will you please? It's cold outside. Actually, it's not. And I was way off when I said it was upwards of 70. I didn't realize that I had hit the switch on my thermometer to show me the indoor weather. It was it was only in the 40s the other day when I was yelling about how damn hot it was. It was a clear day, and the sun was out, but it wasn't anywhere near 70 degrees. Somebody should have caught me on that, especially when I asked Andy, I said, what's weather in Devon? Because usually we have about the same weather as Devon does, even though they're halfway across the world. It just works that way. Don't know why. Unless we're on the same latitude. Get a tow truck. It's a fish aquarium now. You can't move it. It's a national object. Well washed. Yeah, Scorpions from Texas, they don't need driver's licenses down there. They got handguns. All right, I got to find my plow. I'm just going to set this guy right here for now. And see if we can find the plow. There. No, that's not a plow. What's he doing? Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to... Did I lime that? I limed it, but I didn't plow it. Yeah, it needs plowing. Is that the plow? Okay, I was getting ready to plow this field. Let's go ahead and do it. Minus 27, which is minus 17 Fahrenheit. That's cold. Why, that's freezing cold. Linda's up in the tundra for anybody that's curious why she's in such cold weather. It's like living up in Alaska. It's cold enough there that they're rubbing more than noses to keep warm. This tractor's kicking up the lime. You can tell, look how white the tires are. That lime dust is coming up. So I have a mod that turns the dust into whatever is on the field. So if it's mud, or dirt, then the dirt being thrown up from the tractor would be dirt colored. If it's grass, like if you were mowing grass, your tires would be green. So it's kind of a cool little mod. God, my lips are on fire. I had lunch just before the live stream, and I went in to brush my teeth real quick before the live stream started. and somebody took my toothpaste, and I use a cinnamon flavored toothpaste because I don't do mint. I'm allergic to mint. Does strange things to me. Anyway, I couldn't find any toothpaste, so I had to use somebody's, and it was mint, and it's like my lips are on fire now. Yeah, don't do mint. Mint's not good for me. All right, let's see if we can do GPS plow. Wants me to go the other way. Don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. The only thing I need a GPS for is to drive in a straight friggin' line. Otherwise, I can't. Your daughter used to tease you about playing Farm Sim, but now she's the one that's playing. Is that right? Doing Scorpion and my kids, they all think it's lame, that we're boring. I said, and they don't understand. I tell them that's the whole point of playing it, because it's boring. It's relaxing boring. You know what I mean? You can come home from a day's work and just relax, do a little farming while you're watching, YouTube or television or a movie, because you don't have to sit and concentrate. As you can see, I'm looking at you guys, not looking at the screen, and the tractor driving itself. I mean, you could hire workers, and you can farm while you're, watching TV or watching YouTube, and it's relaxing. It gives you something to do. It's kind of like these people that have AHD or whatever it's called, and they need the little snapping things, or, counting beans or whatever in the hell they need to keep their attention going, because they got attention of a flea. Anyway, that's kind of what this game is. It just gives you something to do while you're relaxing, to keep your mind occupied. It doesn't have to be rocket science, if you know what I mean. You don't have to be a button masher. See, if I play anything that's like that needs dexterity on a controller or a keyboard, doesn't really matter. Like a first-person shooter, I'm totally a button masher, because I don't know what button does what, so I just start punching buttons when I do that, when I play those kind of games. And if I'm lucky, I hit a button that's going to hit somebody. If I'm not lucky, I'm sitting there dead and having to respawn someplace, which is more than likely what happens anyway. That's why I don't play them. It's no fun for me to be dead all the time. I need something cold in my lips. They're burning up with that mint. I just hope it doesn't make me sick, because that's what usually happens. Makes my tongue swell up. I don't think toothpaste has that much mint in it, to be honest with you. But I can't eat minty stuff. It's just not right. I can eat Lucky Charms because they're magically delicious. That's different. Oliver, hey, how you doing? Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it before a live stream. If you guys are wondering why my face is red, Carol woke up freezing cold today, and so I told her I can fix that. I'll build a fire, which I did. It's about 100 degrees out there. I got my door shut and the window open, and my face is red because I got overheated before I got the window down. Just before the live stream, I did a half hour on the treadmill and then jumped in the shower. And by the time I got out, the fire had caught. And it was hotter than hell in this place. And I just got out of a hot shower, so a little red-faced. I got to take this thing out in traffic. Yeah, I can't do any kind of mint. It just not doesn't do. I don't do well on it. I've had I've had I've had doctors tell me that it's all in my mind. I like the orange Tic Tacs, and I don't know what flavor they are. I'm a big cinnamon eater. I like anything that's cinnamony. Cinnamony. The tea I drink is cinnamon orange. It's a cinnamon kind of citrus. It's got a number of different items in it, but the big one for me is the cinnamon part, and I like it strong. If Carol makes it for me, I can't drink it because Carol dumps the tea bag in for a couple of just bink, 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 and then it's done, and she pulls it out. I put a tea bag in and let it set for 15 minutes at 105 degree or 205 degree water. So by the time I get to my tea, it's very dark, and that's the way I like it. It's the same way with beer. I don't like beer. If I drink it at all, it's usually a dark malt, something thick and heavy. That I can drink. I can't drink this light beer. It just doesn't taste good to me. So yeah, I gotta have something with some flavor. I gotta have something with some, a beer that you can eat with a spoon. That'd be for me. So I kind of like the dark beers, like Dos Equis. I like the dark Dos Equis. Carol likes the green one. I drink the dark one. And I like Dos Equis. It's good beer. I like the taste of it. Kind of. Let's just say I can drink one. That's about it. Because I really don't like the taste of beer. But I can tolerate Dos Equis. If it's the dark one. Go to the dark side. Yeah, I don't know. What's the point of drinking it if you're just going to dunk the tea bag in it once? Now, Carol does keep the tea bag. She'll make a cup of tea, then she's got this little, I don't know what the hell they would call it. It's a little piece of porcelain that you would set a spoon on so the spoon wouldn't drip on the counter. So it's a little piece of porcelain about the size of a tablespoon, and it just sits there. And she's got these little bowl things that when I make my tea, I'll pour the 207 degree water in it. I'll put the tea bag in, pour the water in, and then I take this bowl thing, it's like a plate, and I set it on top of my mug to hold that heat in. And I let it sit for 15, 20 minutes before I do anything with it. What Carol does is she'll do the 1-2 dunk thing, and then she squeezes the juice out of it and sets it on this little spoon holder thing. Half hour from now, when she's done with her cup of tea, she'll heat the water back up and use the same bag. After 15 minutes of bagging 207 degree temperature water, my bag ain't got nothing left in it. So I go through a bag every time I have tea, but that's fine. I wouldn't have it any other way. Is that what it's called? A trivet? I thought they'd call it a drip it or something because it catches the stuff that's dripping off the spoons. She's got bigger ones. She's got ones that are porcelain that are made in the shape of a spoon. They've got a big long handle on it, and the whole spoon, like a spoon you dip out stew or something, and then you put it in that thing. It's a lot bigger, and it's kind of shaped like a spoon. It's round at the top, and it's got a long handle on it, and the handle of the spoon sets in the handle of the whatever it is Lynn said. But yeah, she's got all kinds of little gizmos like that. I just throw it on the counter.
Oh, you made a mess on the counter.
I said, yeah, that's why they make them wash rags you got in your hand there. The magic of it all is that the wash rag's in her hand. And not mine. All right. This is my grass field here. Oh, that one's already got crop growing on it. I put oats on that field. I was going to put, what did I say? I think I was going to put canola on this little field. You don't get much of anything. Come on, plow. Didn't I push the button? There it goes. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. A spoon trivet. I have one on the stove for wooden spoons and ladles and stuff. A dreidel? It's not Christmas anymore. You can play. You just dumped your dreidel in a can of stew. What's the difference between a ladle and a dreidel anyway? I got this stuff that I put in water that replaces the salts. It turns your water into Gatorade, basically. It puts electrolytes back in, but it's a powder, and it comes in a little packet. And I got this big thing here that's got a straw. You can't see the straw. There's the straw. I keep this next to me here, and when I get off the treadmill, I'll fill that up with cold water, and I'll pour one of those packets of electrolyte salts. And I can't remember. I can't remember what the hell it's called. But when like today, I spent a whole half hour on the treadmill. I was pretty wore out when I got off, and I was drenched because I didn't open a window, and I got pretty warm, overly warm, and I forgot to drink my water. Now I'm dying of toast, and I'm down to 3 sodas, and they're all 7-Up. I need to go to a store. Might have to make a trip to Wally World. Wally World? Why do you say Wally World? Well, it's closest store to me. It's only 4 or 5 blocks away. And I'm pretty sure they probably got Mountain Dew. Chris is 15, Leslie's 12. See, that's Scorpion's kids are the same age as mine, except for Addie's the older one, and Jagan is the younger one. Addie's 15 and Jagan's 12. I think Jagan actually turns 13, I think, next month. His birthday's next month. Yeah, my kids are in the 40s. And we had kids late in life. Carol and I didn't meet till we were almost, well, she was 30. When we met, I was going on 27. You know what? I think I didn't lime those 2 fields. Maybe they didn't need it. Too late now, eh? Oh, yeah. I should have that Challenger tractor. That one's a monster. This one's kind of a monster, but that Challenger is a real monster. I mean, I can't remember what's in it, like 1,500 horses or something like that. It's a huge tractor. I like it. I've always liked the Challengers. I think I like the Challengers better than I ever liked the Big Buds. The Big Buds just, I don't know. They didn't seem practical. I don't know. They're okay, but I like the Challengers. All right, let's flip this GPS around here. Oh, I hit the wrong key. Try that one, and that one, and then that one. There, now I can drive a straight line. Ever like those slinky tractors? Yeah, I know. I don't really like these. She's talking about the articulation, and I don't either. I don't like to drive them. They're some are worse than others. I had a mod back in the day that locked the articulation, and that was kind of cool. And actually, we have got a mod like that in this game. You know, when you have 2 trailers on a truck, 2 trailers, and then there's a dolly that hooks them together. You know, each trailer has back wheels, but nothing on the front. So you have to have a dolly that has wheels there. And those are articulated. And I've got a mod that freezes that together so it's not articulated. And I like it. It does a good job. Get that big butt shaking. Well, I don't know why I don't have it on this one. Maybe I should. I like the articulation when I was driving truck, because I was driving a set of double trailers. And sometimes silly people will get right behind you so close that you can't see them. Your trailer's too wide and you don't know where they're at. They'll get so close to you that unless they creep out on either side, you can't see them. You don't know there's somebody there. And that used to freak me out. And what I used to do is, if I got somebody that would do that to me, I'd be driving along and I'd just take the wheel and just go like that real quick. Just left and right real quick. Just that little motion of the truck would send a wave back to the trailers. And that back trailer, the second one, would just be doing this back and forth. And then you'd see those people backing off, like, because they don't know what the hell's going on. And then, so that you could see them. And then, and if they pulled back again, I'd wait a few minutes and I'd do it again. They'd get the message and pass me. Fun times. Hey, Norm's in the house. Hey, Norm. I'm not Norm, Lori. I thought Rob was Norm. Where's Rob at? He never comes in anymore. I guess we got boring to him. Either that or Lori said we're bad influence on Rob. She don't let him come on anymore. Can you imagine having me for a grandpa? My kids are rotten to the core, and mostly because I'm their grandpa. A friendly trailer wave. Lori, how's it going? Is it 2:00 yet? I'm so thirsty. I should have fixed up that water jug like I was showing you. That's what I should have done. Look, it'll disappear from the camera. Weird.
It's weird.
It's because the green screen. I don't have a green screen. There's nothing around me or behind me. This is software that's doing this, the green screen, that, and it's focused in on me. That's why you see the chair, because it thinks it's part of me. But if you get away from me, even my hand, if I get a hand too far away, it'll disappear. See? It gets out of that range that it thinks is me, and hides it. Camera's over here. Camera's over there. My camera tries to follow me. It's a magic camera. But it's a lot better for me than having a stupid green screen. You have to have a green screen. It takes up a lot of room. Every time you stand up, you fall into it, and it's a pain in the buttocks. So I don't use a green screen. I just use software. I'm not moving around, so, it works pretty good. If I was to move around, then it would kind of mess up like you see that it does once in a while. Like when I hold something up and you can't see it because half of it's disappeared, see? Doesn't think it's me. It's smart technology. Half the school was out sick. Oh my! Yeah, they're little petri dishes. Kids in school are little petri dishes. They're always got something growing. Flu season. I can't remember. Did I tell you guys Jagan broke his collarbone the other day in school? Him and another kid collided. And I thought, well, no surprise, because when he was 5 years old, he broke his collarbone. Once you do that, then you've got a weak bone. But I was in for a shock. It was his other shoulder. So now he's broken both of his collarbones. Quit licking bus stick the windows. Yeah. They're like I said, they're little petri dishes. And the funny part is, like, if they're anything like Addie would all but reach down and pick up a piece of gum laying on the ground and throw it in her mouth. She'd all but do that. And they're booger eaters. They're booger eaters. They're poop cassos, But when you ask them to pick up a dirty towel on the floor, they'll get, oh, like you're killing them. What the hell's wrong with you? I've seen you all but eat dog shit. And you won't pick up a towel that fell on the floor.
Well, somebody wiped their body with it. Ugh.
No, they haven't yet. It fell off first. Silly kids. Tricks are for kids. Kids can have the tricks, but they can't have the Lucky Charms. Those are mine. And Honey Nut. I like Honey Nut Cheerios. I used to eat Cheerios all the time, but I can't eat them anymore if they're not Honey Nut. That's what sugar does. It spoils you. If you see someone coughing, you don't smell the breath. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Rob's a pretty good looking boy. He's going to have to knock him away, I tell you. And he knows poetry, too. I saw him recite it once. All righty, so that job is done. I think those 2 fields are done. I don't think I've got anything else to plow. So we'll head home with this. I got to plant now, though. Could be worse, Lori. He could be a girl. It's worse, believe me. All right, how am I going to do this? Well, shit. I got to put some equipment away. Who runs this farm anyway? I need a farm jockey. That way when I drop a rig off, somebody will come pick it up and park it. Yeah, I'm putting this thing away like I think I'm done, but I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. All right, so yeah, let me show you the tractor because I should. And you scared the hell out of me. You just took a year off my life. Andy likes that cow, or as he calls him, a coo. It's a coo. All right, what was I doing? Tractor. Maybe I didn't put it in. No, I did. There it is. This thing is a beast. This thing. Truly is, man. I mean, look at that. It's a monster. Now, look, this is 1,200 horsepower. 1,275. That's the small engine. You want the big engine? It's 2,250 horses. This thing's a monster. I was wrong. I thought it was about 1,700. It's 2,250 if you want it to be. But that's not done. This is just the standard tires. Wait till you see the triple wheels. Good God. How would you even get that into a field? And this is how Scorpion runs it. Just like this right here. That's too much for me. Maybe twin wheels, maybe. But triple are too much. That's about it. I don't care what color it is, really. What color is it? That's black. Let's fix that, I guess. It's weird. Look, it says the main color, and it looks silver to me. But that doesn't look silver to me. That looks, well, maybe the light shining on it. I thought it was black, but maybe it's silver. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Have we got a there's a JCB yellow, there's a John Deere yellow. I don't know what SF is. Phone's leaking. I guess beige, white. Well, there's the Challenger color, but that's kind of orangish. See, I like the candy color. That one's okay. It's just yellow and shiny, but I like the candy colors up here, like that. Not that beer bottle brown, gold. Yuck. I guess maybe they don't have the candy color in Lelo. Man, that's bright. It's a silver bomb. Well, shoot, dear. Pink metallic. Whoa, there you go. That's a Scorpion mobile right there if I ever saw one. Too dark. That's not bad, but it's not shiny. I wanted a shiny one. No brains. Look, Lynn's driving like Bill. Where is Bill anyway? Gold candy, yellow chrome. See, that doesn't look yellow to me. That looks kind of brownish gold. That don't look Lelo. I want the Lelo one. Oh well. It ain't gonna happen, I guess. Yellow candy, yellow chrome, yellow candy. Well, that still looks like gold to me. I don't want a gold truck. I guess I could just do a yellow. Not a deer yellow, though. Tan metallic. That's supposed to be tan, but it looks yellow. It doesn't really look metallic. God, I'm just going to go with that. What the hell? Can't put a license plate on it. Why? Yeah, look at that. Whoa! Ran into the wall. Look at this monster. And Scorpion runs this. Look, it won't even go through the gate. Yeah, even that looks like gold to me. That thing will pull a plow. All right, what am I doing? What am I missing? I'm missing everything. Heck yeah. Purple. Pegs in the wheel. Cat Lelo. Close enough. God dang it. Still not 2 o'clock. Here I'm wishing my time away. Okay, I got to go find out what I did on that field. I don't think I limed those 2 fields that I put the canola on. But it doesn't need it, I guess. Okay, well, if it doesn't need it, what about this one? Oh, that's grass. Okay, that one's fertilized, and it doesn't seem to need liming, so we're okay. All right, I should have a seeder up here, so let's do... I think I said I was going to do canola up here, or should I do sunflower seeds? It's a toss-up. What should I do? Whatever comes up first. Canola did. I could do some sorghum. Where's Tim at? Tim's usually one telling me what to do. Teleporting. Purple fleet. Yeah, he was the purple people eater. The Scarlet Pimpernel. That's Scorpion. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll do sunflower seeds. Why not? And remember, in the last live stream, I couldn't wash my rig. It still isn't gonna do it. I don't get it. Why won't it wash my trailer? Huh. Silliness. It's a silliness. All right, let's unwind this thing. Can run up these mountains much faster. All right, see if I can get around this tree. That's a project for you. Uh-huh. All right, here we go. Here we go, loop-de-loo. It's an auto wash, yeah. And it normally it washes your rigs, but for some reason, recently, it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Because if you've got, like, see how dirty that rig is? I just push one button, boom, it splashes a bunch of water on it. And you do one mighty spit, and it washes the whole rig. Now, see, that's a trailer. Washes it. Washes that. It won't wash this. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the hitch. Maybe there's something about the hitch. It's got to be the mod. The planter. It's got to be the planter mod. I'm guessing. Uh-oh. I can't drive straight. God dang fences. I hate fences. Why would you put a fence around a field? I mean, I can see if it was, keeping cattle in or sheep or something, but what's your corn going to get away if you don't have a fence around your field? Is the dirt going to get up and run away? Yeah, trees. Uh-oh, shit, look what I just did. I just seeded some soybeans in that or whatever the hell I'm doing. Sunflower seeds. I just seeded sunflower seeds in that field there. Oh boy, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. How many trees jump out? I'd lose count. That tree had a death wish, I'm telling you. Ramming speed on a tree. I'm watching these people that bought a homestead in Spain, and they're like hippies. You know, they eat tofu and they're vegetarians, and so they don't know how to eat. I don't know how they're ever going to learn how to homestead. They don't know how to eat. They bought this property, and there's part of it where they got trees growing. And you know how trees, if you leave them alone, they'll get suckers growing. And so the next thing you know, where there's one tree, there's about 15 all around it, and they're just little suckers coming up. And so the guy says, we need to cut those down so that the real tree, has nourishment and gets sunshine and can grow. We don't want the trees like that. They're too thick. You can't even walk through there. And so he's out there cutting these suckers off this tree, and she's crying. Oh my God, we're destroying nature. You know, what? Oh, geez. People like that belong back in the city, man. I'm telling you. I thought I might be interested in watching their thing, but I can't, because that's only the start of it with her. It's just, oh my God. She's like one step away from a psychiatrist every time she steps outside. And she just won't shut up about it. It's like, oh, I'm so nervous about this. Oh, geez. Oh my God, there's ticks out there. It's like, oh, geez, go back to the city. At first I thought, well, I can watch it because it'll just give me something to laugh about. No, it's too irritating. I can't even laugh at it. It's just so stupid. Is it 2 o'clock yet? Oh my God, one more minute. It's 1:59. I can't wait. I just can't. I can't. I'm dying. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Okay, I'm down to this. I got nothing else. I did have a soda yesterday that was... we went to a movie. Carol wanted to go to a movie. So did Jeff. I didn't want to go because I didn't think I'd like the movie. It's called Argyle. I'll tell you in a minute why I went. Well, the obvious reason is because Carol wanted to go. I had to go. Then she pulls guilt on me. She's got a birthday in May. And she says, all I want for birthday is to go see this movie. Well, it's got Henry Cavill in it, but not very much. If you see movie reviews, the first thing they say is, if you're going to see this movie because Henry Cavill's in it, just watch the trailer, because every scene he's in is in the trailer, because they know he's a draw. But he's not really much in the movie. He's playing a fictional part. He's playing the part of a character in a book. So when she's talking about, she's a writer, and when she's talking about her book, it shows his character doing James Bond stuff. Anyway, it's a 2.5-hour movie, which was about 45 minutes too long. Cheers. I started this story because I had three reasons to go. First one was Carol. She'd kick my ass if I didn't go, or she'd guilt me. She'd cry for a week. I had to go. That's number one. Number two, I like Henry Cavill too, so I thought, well, I'll go see it. But that wasn't the real reason. The real reason was that I found out that the guy that made the movie also made The Kingsman, and I like the Kingsman movies. So I thought, okay, maybe it's not so bad. So that was the second reason. But the real reason, popcorn and a big soda. Movie popcorn and a big soda. I don't care what the movie is. I'll go for the popcorn and the soda. And that's what I did. And the reason I started talking about this is because since I can't drink what they have, I always tell them to give me a Diet Coke or a Diet Pepsi. It's generally Pepsi. Give me a Diet Pepsi and put about that much root beer in it. Well, this time they had Dr. Pepper. So I said, change that. Give me a Dr. Pepper's, a Diet Dr. Pepper, and put that much root beer in it. And that changes the whole taste of the soda. It doesn't quite taste diety when you do that. If you can mix that up. The root beer is one of the only sodas that I drink that actually doesn't taste diety to me. And maybe that's just me. I don't know. Could be. But every other drink, I mean, if I drink a Diet Pepsi, oh my God, it's diet. It doesn't taste right. And root beer is about the only soda I can drink that I can drink and think, okay, this tastes okay. It tastes like a root beer. So, anyway, so I usually mix that in something that's diet, and it takes the diet taste away, in my opinion. Everybody has different tastes. It's like everybody has different eyesight. Some people look at these glasses and think they're rosy red. They're not. They're amber. They're yellow. They just look red on TV. It's just like I'm not heavy. The camera puts 100 pounds on me. By the way, I lost another couple pounds. I'm down to 105 pounds now. If I 5 more pounds, I'll be under 200. For the first time in 40 years. I used to be skinny little crap till I got in my 30s. Let's see, probably about, well, it's my late 30s, I guess. I started putting weight on. So maybe it wasn't 40 years because I'm only 70, not 80. Don't do that. Do that. Don't do that either. All right, here we go. Here we go, loop-de-loo. I guess I could turn the GPS off. It's not really doing me any good here. It doesn't go the right way. What I miss on the chat, I haven't seen the chat in 15 minutes. If they alligators be snappy meatballs. What the hell did I miss? I could send you a Dr. Pepper. Ooh, I'd love to. I got to do something because this 7-Up I just opened, that only leaves me 2 more. 2 more. I've got to do something or I'll never survive. Oh, you talk about Cavill? Cavill's the same age as my son. I could be his dad. He likes games. Yeah, as soon as I found out that the movie was the same guy that did The Kingsman. As a matter of fact, here's a spoiler for you if you haven't seen Argyle. You know how the Marvel movies have something at the end? Okay, so there's something at the end if you go see it. Now, I don't have to worry about that because ever since I started going to movies, I was a big movie buff when I was a kid. And I always stay and watch all the credits. I've always done that. And I got my son in the habit. And neither one of us will get up from a movie theater until all the credits are done. We've always done that. So it didn't matter whether it was a Marvel movie or not. We didn't miss any of it. But there happens to be something at the end of this movie, and I will just say that it ties in with Kingsman. So just a little spoiler for you. Wow. I missed a spot. Root beer is best with ice cream, like a root beer float. You know what I don't like about a root beer float, or any kind of float, really? Here's the thing I don't like, and I don't know how to fix it. Maybe somebody can help me with this. You put ice cream in a container. Let's say like this, okay? Put ice cream in that. Crack a soda, root beer, pour it in. When you go to drink that, or I don't, I get a big teaspoon. You know what an actual teaspoon? I'm not talking about a teaspoon like on your dinner table. I'm talking about a teaspoon. The actual teaspoon is smaller than a teaspoon, but it's got a handle about that damn long on it. With our cutlery, we have teaspoons. So we have tablespoons. What normal people would call a teaspoon, I would call it a cereal spoon, you know, and then an actual teaspoon. So there's 3 spoons in our cutlery, and I use the teaspoons for sodas and stuff because the damn handle's that long. Anyway, so that's how I do a root beer float. I start eating the ice cream and stuff, and you pour it in, and it always makes foam, and you have to suck the foam off the top. That's the thing, man. But what makes the ice cream get like hard and crunchy and crystallized? That's what I hate. And so you're trying to eat your root beer float, and the ice cream is turned to crystals. I don't like that. I want it to melt so I can kind of drink it. Did I leave that stupid cedar running while I was yapping? I think I did. A parfait spoon? I don't know what the hell a parfait is. Sounds like something from Arkansas.
It's a parfait right next to Fayetteville. You see that pigsty? It's full of parfaits.
I don't know what a parfait is. Is it like a soda? Is it like a root beer float? Is it like a sundae? How about a banana split? I like a good banana split. I'd get a banana split before I'd get a sundae. And everybody likes strawberry sundaes. I don't know. They're okay, I guess. Must be a Canadian thing. No, I've heard it before. We used to have parfaits when we used to have soda jerks. Does anybody know what a soda jerk is? We used to have soda. We used to have like places where you'd go and you'd get parfaits. You'd get malted, a malted milk. They would have ice cream, desserts and stuff, and it was served up by a guy that they called a soda jerk. But yeah, they had yogurt. You might as well eat tofu. Must be a Canadian thing. Yogurt, isn't that thing that they put the skin tight clothes on and try to turn themselves into a pretzel? And it actually has something to do with witchcraft or something? You guys probably didn't know that. Yoga is full of witchcraft. If you don't believe me, get a book on yoga positions and stuff, and you'll see that they have incantations and shit like that they do when they're all tied up in a pretzel. I can't remember what I'm doing here. Oh. What? Oh. I need to seed this field here. Farmer Groot's in the house. Farmer Groot, he says he likes a good Dairy Queen. I like any kind of queen. Well, I should rephrase that. No, I don't. I forget that you people in the city, a queen means a different thing. I grew up. I grew up at a time when they had shows like Queen of the Day. Anybody remember that show? Queen for a Day was a game show, and you get all these women contestants, and the one that won got throned, and a crown put on, and the coat, big coat, and a throne, and was queen for the day. That was the culmination of the daily show. Some poor housewife that did, her husband came home and beat the shit out of her every night, and her life was just sicky sucky, and they'd go on this game show and they'd be contestants, and then they'd win and be queen for a day, and then when they got home, the husband would beat them up again, take their crown away. That's the way things were back then. Back in my day, when I was a kid, the housewife, the mother, would dress up in a sundress or something. They'd dress up in a dress to cook and serve dinner. I know Carol's mom did. She'd be out working in the garden wearing Levi jeans and stuff, and come dinner time, before her husband got home, she'd go in, change into a dress, and cook dinner. And Carol never learned how to cook because her mom had only one thing in her life, and that was the kitchen. The kitchen was her domain. Nobody did anything in her kitchen. If you went in and said, "Here, let me help with the dishes," she'd beat you with a spoon. Get out of my kitchen. This is my domain. Nobody comes in here. This is not for you. I just wanted to help you with dishes. Don't care. That's my job. My kitchen. Get out. So Carol never learned how to cook. Carol couldn't cook water. She couldn't boil water. And people say, "What do you mean? How do you not, cook water?" What are you talking about? She'd put a pot of water on and come back an hour later, and the can would be all warped and the water would be evaporated. She'd forget she was trying to do some cooking. Did I get everything seated? I don't recall. Let me go take a look. All right, that's seeded. That's seeded. No, I didn't. I didn't seed. Yeah, these are all seeded, but I didn't seed what used to be the cornfields. All right, I got to go do that. This one's seeded. That one's seeded. Those down on the bottom there. These 5 fields here, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't seed these. Okay, got to do. I'm wondering if I should go with some more corn there. I got lots of corn though. Let's see what I got. Corn. Whoa, jeez, took my head off. All right, see what we got here in corn. Okay, we don't have that much corn. We got 177,000 now. That's deceiving because this thing's full of corn. I think I filled this up. So what does this hold? Let's go around the corner. Okay, so corn dryer, materials missing. Propane, dried corn, 92,000. I don't think these silos are very big. I really don't think they're all that big. So it wouldn't hurt to have some more corn, because that's one of my cash crops is corn. So where did I put my cedar? I wonder if I can get through here. Whoa, just barely. All right. Keep my heat down in the winter to save on heating, fuel costs, so yoga pants aren't near warm enough, even inside. Well, yeah, but wouldn't they work for like long johns if you put a good pair of clothes over them? I like the Holden effect at home with spandex. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I have what amounts to long johns, what we used to call long johns. They're real thin though, and they're skin tight. And they're like underwear with legs. Is basically what it'd be like a woman wearing a pair of pantyhose. Only this is stretchy material. It's a thin material, but what happens is they're kind of skin tight. So you put them on, and like sometimes if it's cold, I'll put them on and wear them to bed for pajamas. Because what happens is they're real tight. They're tight to your skin, which means they hold the heat in. So any heat that your body's generating, they're thermal, and they're called 32 Cool is the name of the company. And they're skin tight, and you put them on, and they're like anybody know what compression socks are? It'd be like compression socks for your legs, but it holds the heat in. They're very light. They're not very heavy material, and they're stretchy, and they do that. They work really good as an undergarment if it's cold, instead of like those old heavy long johns that they used to make. Okay, so Lynn has real northern long johns. You know when they're real because they have a little panel that falls down the back so you can poop through them. That's when they're real. That's what she's talking about. They got a little flap over your butt, and you can just snap that thing off, and it falls down, and your crack is cleared to do its business. All right, I was going to do something here. Was I going to do corn? I was, wasn't I? Let's do corn here. Those are real long johns, and if they don't have that, then you're not really wearing real long johns. You just think you are. Lynn doesn't wear a onesie. No, they got a flap in the back so you can do a twosie. You do the onesie out the front. The twosie comes out the back. I'm going to do a number 2. You need a flap for that. Number 2 flap. Onesies with bunny feet. I wear something that's like a bunny foot. I like them because they're cheap, really. I can show you. Let's see. Hang on. This is what I wear. These things. They're like mucklucks. If I can get it to show. There they are. Okay. I wear these. And they're really soft. And they're real fuzzy. They're thick. They're about that thick. And if you don't like something on your ankles, you just roll them down like a sock. Like that. I got 4 or 5 pairs of these because I get them for about $15. And they're real light, and that fuzzy is the whole damn thing. They're so soft. In the bottom, they have kind of a what do they call that memory foam crap? In the bottom, they have a memory foam crap, and then on the outside bottom, they got a rubber grip thing, so you can wear them outside. It's not a heavy boot sole, but it's kind of a slipper sole on the bottom, so you can. I mean, it's not like if you had a pair of socks on, you went outside in the snow, you'd get wet. You're going to get wet with these too. But if you just went out on the porch and there was a little ice on the porch, they're not going to get wet because it's got rubber bottom. That's what I'm saying. If the dog pisses on the floor and you get out of bed and walk over that at night, you won't feel it. But if you had a pair of socks on, of course your socks would soak the piss up. I'm speaking from experience because our dog's about ready to bite the dust. His breed only lives at the most 15, 16 years, and we bought him when Addie was born, and Addie's almost 16. So, consequently, he's old, and he kind of makes mistakes once in a while, quite often now. and everybody in the house is pissed off at it because you'll be walking down the hallway in your stocking feet and step in a big puddle and then, oh, good God. Did somebody forget to take Chewy out? Yeah. Not me. I told Carol when I let her buy him, I said, okay, I'll pay $500 for a friggin' dog because it was for Addie. Addie was just born, and we bought the dog for Addie to have company and that kind of doodah. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing here. Hang on. And I told the family, can we get a dog? Can we get a dog? I said, fine. You can have a dog. The number one rule, I don't have to do a friggin' thing with that dog. I don't have to feed it. I don't have to water it. I ain't going to walk it. If it gets sick, it's dead. You know. Oh, my God, it's got cancer. Well, he's not getting any care for that. So you better hope he doesn't get sick. As a matter of fact, we've already got a bag to put him in. The dog we had before him is laying out in the backyard. I just threw him in a hole. So I did buy a little porcelain dog headstone thing and put on him. So we got the mother cat back there in a little garden. There's the mother cat. She's got a little porcelain cat headstone, and then Blackie has a little porcelain dog headstone where they're planted out there. But I wasn't about to pay anybody to come take care of it. With Blackie, it was too bad. He got really sick, and we took him to the vet, and they told us that no, it's his time. The doctor said that his liver's shutting down, everything's shutting down. It's his time. And I said, well, is he going to suffer? And he says, well, he could. What do you suggest? And the doctor said, put him down. So we put him down. Took him home, put him out in the backyard. So with the dog we got now, Carol's got, and it wasn't me. Carol's got a bag for him out in the garage because I was out there doing something, and I said, what's this big, thick bag for? Is this one of those new bags you got for your pop cans and stuff? And she said, no, that's Chewy's bag. I said, Carol, you put Chewy in that bag, he's going to suffocate. She says, no, dumbass. It's what I'm going to bury him in. Oh. You're getting ready then, are you? Can we take him in today? Carol said no. You have to wait till it's his time. Shit. How do we know it's not his time? Come on. Botox. What the hell am I missing? The wife likes to get a scratch at night. Don't they get an itch first? Lori's face. Lori's laughing again. A donkey body bag. Well, I'm a little bit unusual, and that's why people, they get mad at me. People get mad at me. I am pretty sensitive. I cry on a dime. I'm pretty sensitive, but to me, an animal's an animal. When we had animals on the farm, they had a job to do. The cows gave milk, the sheep gave wool, the pigs gave bacon, the dogs protected the farm. They didn't live in the house. I did make them a very nice dog house that they could get out of the weather, but they didn't live in the house. I wouldn't even think about having a dog in the house. Cats lived in the barn, and they ate mice. We didn't buy cat food. And so, I don't have any, I don't know, how would you put it? I'll be sad when the dog goes just because everybody else is, but you know, it's just part of life. And so yeah, it's not going to affect me like it does other people. You know, I was teasing about the dog getting cancer. If my dog got cancer, I'm sorry, dog's going to die of cancer. I'm not spending a couple $1,000s on a dog getting the chemotherapy or something like that. It's a dog. Come on. And people look at me and just screw their face up and say, God, you're evil. No. We can buy another one. Stand to reason. Ashton, Hey, Ashton. I'm trying to see what Ashton's last name is. Fixzeeks? Is that a real name? I don't think I've ever actually known an Ashton in real life. If you know what I'm talking about. I know there's people named Ashton. I don't think I've ever personally known one, you know. Doggy bag. What? Are you just saying that because I'm talking mean about dogs? I wasn't really talking mean. That's just the way I am. Scorp, how many names you got? All right, so I think that's it. I think all that's left now is harvest time. I don't know what to do with my cedar, so I'm just going to throw it out here. Throw it in the park. I'll throw it in the front yard so people can see it when they come by and say, why don't you wash your cedar? Well, I tried to, but it didn't work. All right, I'm going to go in and sleep, see if we can get something to grow. Upstairs we go. God, who's paying the light bill around here? Jeez. What's the weather? Let's see what the weather is today.
Hi there, I'm Alex Wall. It's time now for your national forecast. We're going to work our way through the next couple of days for your Wednesday. Things continue to stay very quiet in the Northeast. It's beautiful weather, sunshine, 60s and 70s, and
He's full of it.
a little bit of wet weather though down.
A little bit of wet weather, he says. I don't see no rain coming.
And some storms that could pack up a punch later on. Evening hours, we'll see that getting
All right, we're going to go to 6 o'clock. My son's dad eats all roadkill, so I understand. Well, if you get to it fast enough, what's the big deal? I mean, you know, if you're out hunting and you shoot a deer, you're going to go home and eat steak. If you're driving down the road and you see the car in front of you hit a deer, if you get to it fast enough, get it dressed out. Nothing wrong with that. Haven't you ever had possum pancakes? I made a fortune one time when I had my photography studio. Some guy came in, and he wanted to know if I had the capability of making a poster. I said, yeah, I got a machine in the back that'll do a poster size print. And he said, okay, I'm going to make a fortune on this. And I said, what's that? And he said, well, back down the highway there was a possum got hit in the middle of the road. And by the time, and there's road construction going, and the guy that was painting the stripes on the road after the road got fixed drove right over this possum. And the possum was pancake. By then, it was flat. You couldn't have got it any flatter. It's almost like they took one of them big roller things and rolled over the dang thing. But it was in the middle of the road, and the guy painted right over it. And so this guy ran out with his camera and took a picture of this possum with this paint stripe through it and stuff. And he wanted to make it into a poster and was going to sell it. And so I did it for him. Funny. Possum pancake. I hate to say it, but any amount of syrup ain't gonna make that go down any better. All right, so what are we looking at here? Is there anything ready to harvest? Let's see. Corn. This says I own this. What? Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. I bought this. I own this field. It's still growing, though. I forgot all about this field. This field was part of the cow patty. I bought a cow patty. My dairy that I bought, so I forgot that the dairy came with some property. So we got property. All right. God, I didn't even remember that. Let's see if there's anything ready to go after one night's sleep. The oats are ready. All right. The wheat is still growing. We know that this is probably... Sunflowers are still growing. Okay. So the wheat's still growing. The barley's still growing. Soybeans are ready. Okay. So soybeans are ready. And the corn is not. So we got soybeans and oats. We haven't done oats yet. Let's do some oats. I'll go grab a combine, I guess. Let's get rid of this corn header. Go throw it in this corner over here. And in this corner, we got the fat ass horns going off. Beep, beep, beep. Wide load. I don't know if I can get out of here. There's so much equipment laying around. Man, somebody needs to put some equipment away. Yeah, we can get out. Never mind. Leave it where it's at. What's this?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Andy. What's Scorpion talking about? Main Giants Mod Hub is the safest way to get mods at this point. Pretty much what I do these days, Scorp. Tried to tell Rob, wouldn't listen. Yeah, you guys, over the years, you may or not have heard me. I'm real picky about what I'm download on any kind of mod page. I've always been that way. How many times, Scorpion, have you heard me say I'd like to have that map or that mod, but I'm not downloading from that website because I didn't know the website. I thought somebody will give it to me if it's any good, but I'm not going to do it. I had too much money wrapped up in these computers. I got with the 3 or 4 computers I've got I probably got 15 grand wrapped up in all these computers. I'm not going to risk any kind of problem. Is it still morning? Is the sun going down or coming up? It looked foggy and hazy and stuff like that there. All right, well, let's get this show on the road here. There's a great big ditch or something here, and I don't know why it's there. I mean, that's huge, though. Right here. So I'm going to go slow here. All right, let's see if I've got windrow in effect. I don't. So let's turn that on. Because I do want the windrow. There we go. Well, that's just mean. I wonder what Giant thinks about that, because didn't technically Giants do away with LUAs when was it 18 came out? They stopped using LUAs. Maybe not exclusively. I don't know. Alrighty, let's see. What are we looking at? 90, 89, 90. Let's see if we can hire a worker here to take over, and then I can show you the. I went through on the Quicker Picker Upper over the weekend. I went through and increased the work speed of all 3 models of this this mod. This mod has 3 different models. It's like the 3 bears. One's small, and one's too small, one's too big, and one's just right. So there's a large quantity, a small quantity. The large one does 5 million. It'll hold 5 million. Or up to, you have a choice. You can choose what to do, from 1 million to 5 or something like that, or from 2 million to 5 million. I can't remember, but you can choose whether you want the 5 million or not. But it was slow. Remember, if you remember, in one of the previous live streams, I said I wasn't happy with it because I didn't think it went fast enough. So I fixed it. I fixed all 3 of the models, but I only use this one on this. All right, yeah, let's this isn't the Quicker Picker Upper. What the hell have I got? This is just a trailer. This isn't what I wanted. Where's my Quicker? There it is. Okay, I don't think I have the 5 million one on this farm. I put it when I was doing the Australian one that we recently played. I put the 5 million one in. I can't remember what this one is, but it's not that big. I could increase it, but I did fix it to go faster. I mean, it goes fast enough on the road. I'm talking about the work speed. So if we drop this, drop that, and start it up, and you'll see it'll actually work at about 30. I can't remember what I set it up to do. So let's see. I'll get it going down the road here. Yeah, in the field, it only did like about 18. Now it does close to 30. 25? Maybe it was 25 I set it at. But it only did about 18 before, so I got it doing 25 now. So it's a little faster. That's what I would think, Lynn. Why mess with this kind of game? Yeah, I wanted it to pick up a little bit faster, so there you go. Maybe they're not very good hackers. Doesn't take much to hack an LUA. They must be dumb hackers. Okay, let's grab this guy. What else did we have? We had some soybeans, didn't we? Let's go take this guy down to the soybean field. God, I can't believe it's the end of the week again already. Time flies when you're doing nothing. Hackers in training. Hackers in training pants. Hey, Tim. Doing pretty good. I think I can cut across my own fields here as soon as I get up to this. Let's get over here, see if we can stop traffic. These weeks are flying by. Hey, by the way, happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Wasn't that yesterday? I forgot all about it. On Tuesday, I should have said something on Tuesday. And I didn't. I forgot about it. Yeah, what the hell's wrong with Canada? Canada's going to hell in a handbasket for some reason. You know, it's funny. Maybe it's because I spent a lot of time in Canada growing up because we lived right close to the border. And I've always thought a lot about Canada. I always thought, you know, whatever the world is going through, at least there's Canada. You know, you can always count on Canada to be sane. Not anymore. You people are going crazy up there. I'm starting to think Canada is even worse than Oregon. Oregon's complete Looney Tunes now. I know, that's what Scorpion. That's what I told Carol last night. She said Happy Valentine's Day, and I said, yeah, happy holiday made up by Hallmark, candy companies and florists. All the florists and card companies got together, and the candy companies, and they created a holiday. But heaven forbid you're a male and you have a significant other and you don't celebrate it. What you know what I do? I just make sure the candy that's bought is stuff I like. So, Carol, for Valentine's Day, Carol got a bunch of paydays. Salted nut rolls. A case of salted nut rolls? Well, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, Lori's got the right of it. Yeah, there's really no need to keep a bank account anymore, a savings account. I do because it's quick and easy to get to. I keep about 6 months' income in a savings account. That's our emergency mad money in case something happens. We need a new set of tires or somebody needs a dental work done or something. That's tied to my checking account. So if I got a problem, if we're getting a little low for some reason, I just transfer it from savings over to checking and cover it. When we get paid, I transfer it back over. I actually have two savings accounts. One of them, anything I make from this silly thing, YouTube, goes into one savings account. And when it amounted enough to buy a new computer, I bought a new computer. So, you know, I don't make very much on YouTube. Hardly any at all. I barely have to call it income. Somebody said that we get a kicker this year from Oregon. Oregon's high tax state, highly taxed. But they do have what they call a kicker law that they put in. Basically what it says is that if this is their budget, and that's what they're taxing for. We need X amount of money in taxes this year. If they overtax that amount, it's supposed to be kicked back to the taxpayers the next year. Supposedly, we reached that limit this year, and so we're supposed to have a kickback. Now, it's tough to get one. Reason being, they play with the numbers. If it looks like they're getting close to getting the limit that they needed in taxes from a budget, they have slush funds that they can fill it up. So they get it. They must have overtaxed us mightily this year to get any kind of a kickback. And I don't even know what it is. I haven't done taxes yet. There's no way to know until you do your taxes, because everybody's taxes are different, depending on your income. So I don't know what the kickback's going to be this year. Jeff's going to be doing his taxes here anytime, and I'll see what his kickback is. He don't make what we do, but... All right, come on, Combine. Silly Combine. Get it right, buddy. Yeah, I don't know how they go about figuring out whether you get, kickbacks on taxes, because we never get one. God, it's been 15, 20 years since the last time we got one. Okay, I hate that. I had somebody ask me the other day why, when I get to hire a worker, I'll line it up, and if you look in your, I can't. Look in the lower left-hand corner. You'll see my mini map. Down at the bottom, it gives you the longitude and latitude where you're at, and the degree. So if you're heading north, it's 0, right? So I'm heading north, and right now it says 1.8 degrees. And I was doing this the other day, and somebody said something to me. Why I do that. Okay, I set it at 0. Now I know it's going north. It's because now it'll go off clockways. If you point that way, it'll just take off that way. I don't like that. In the old game, if you were setting clockways and you hired a worker, it would zip right to the north and go north. It only went north, south, east, and west. It didn't go northeast, or southwest. It didn't do that. Now it does. It'll go any way you're pointing. So I want it to go straight down the damn road. So I put it at 0 degrees, or 180 if it's south, or 90 if it's east. According to Lynn, it would be less than 0, probably. I don't know such things. Well, they are. It's kind of like movies, and movie producers. They can do that. They can say, okay, why does it take $200 million to make a movie? Well, they do all the budgeting and stuff, and then they have these little accounts, and they have these little ways that they do things, and they'll say, okay, we need 100 and we need a 100 and $100.5 million to make this movie, but by the time they get the budget done, it's $2 million, because they got all these little accounts that they throw money in just in case. Okay, so we've got this amount of money budgeted for any kind of special effects, but special effects are weird. What if they have to do them over 10 times before they get it right? We didn't account for that. So instead of needing 10 million, we want 50 million in special effects. Okay, so if they don't spend that, nobody gets it back. The producers get it. You know, the big shots that are putting the movie together, they get it. There's other things. If anybody watched the Superman versus Batman, and Batman is a rich billionaire, right? And Batman drives up to get the Flash in this movie, and they go out into the alley, and there's this beautiful car, and that car doesn't exist in real life except for the one, you know. Probably a bad example. Let's just say in the movie, the rich bad guy is driving a $100,000 car. So the movie, the people that are running the movie will buy a $100,000 car, and it's in the movie for 5 minutes when the guy comes out of his rich motel and gets in his $100,000 car and drives off down the road, and you never see that car in the movie again. One of the producers gets that gets that car. So, you know, that's how they make their money. They steal it from the movie. So the state probably does the same thing, you know. Why do the states need a governor's mansion? Why can't the guy live in his own house like the rest of us do? But no, they have to have a governor's mansion. Why does the government's mansion have to be full of artwork that's worth millions of dollars? Why do colleges have to have artwork that's worth millions of dollars? Doesn't make any sense to me. Naked is naked. 100 layers if it won't. If it won't, if it really, really won't. Well, wave bye to the combine. He didn't finish his job up. Time for me to go. Anyway, people, thanks for joining me today. I'm glad I didn't have to do it by myself. And I can't believe it's the weekend coming up already again. Depends on who's in the house with you. What are you talking about? My outside thermometer goes to minus 45, and I'm always told my boss, if that little mercury doesn't come out, neither do I. That's kind of funny. All right, guys. Take care. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Be safe. Be warm. I'll see you next one. I might go back to Australia. I don't know. There wasn't much to do there except for just harvest. And I didn't get a chance to go check on the cows today, so we'll have to do that in the next live stream. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Ta-ta for now, and all that kind of good stuff. Now I got to figure out how to get rid of myself. Oh, there I went. Bye, guys.